getting our smallish kind of cushion. We're going to start with the feet hip distance apart. I'm going to face you just. We'll just kind of mobilize through the spine first. Now, we're going to just have it above your, let's say the top of your head, the crown of your head. All right, so we're going to go side on first. So we'll side bend one way, come up really tall. Side bend the other way. I need to move. Come up tall. Keep the cushion right above your head as you turn. So breathe out as you turn. Center, really reach the cushion up. Turn the other way. Center. Then we're going to forward fold. So tuck the chin into the chest and roll your spine down. And then you can bend the elbows back in to bring yourselves back up. So we're going to do that another 2 or 3 more times. So we'll add a little bit of speed in it, but just make sure that you're staying safe, all right? So side bend, breathe out as you side bend. Breathe in at the top. Breathe out as you side bend the other way. Breathe in at the top. Turn. Center. Breathe out on the next turn. Center. Roll down. Pull the elbows back in, come back up to stand. Let's go again. So breathe out to the side, breathe in at the top. Breathe out on the other side, breathe in at the top. Let's turn, center. Hopefully you'll find that you're turning a little bit better. Chin goes down. We'll do one more here. Reach up. So side bend and up. Other side, and you go at your own pace with this now. Turn and center. Turn, center, roll down. This one's different. So roll down, stay there. Set your pillow down or cushion onto the mat. Let your toe knuckles come onto the cushion. So think toe knuckles, right. If you're finding that really strong in your calves, you can change it. You can take the cushion behind you if you want, if you prefer that. All right, but what I really want to work on, and you'll see why later, I really want to work on mobilizing through your ankle joint, all right? So if you can tolerate it, try and have the toe knuckles under, you're standing basically on the toe knuckles, all right? We're gonna come into a squat, so feet are hip distance apart. So send your hips back, reach your arms forwards, and I want you to think of the bones, right? So think of the ankle bones. Come on ahead, back up. We'll do 10. So come down, reach the arms out. Breathe in as you come back up. And down again. And really think of sending the hips back. As I said, when we're bending down, we're decreasing the ankle, the joint, the range in the ankle, okay? So we're getting good flexion in the ankle joint, which is what we're looking for. We'll do another 3 here. Good, and 2. Super, and 1. Come on ahead, back up. Take 1 foot behind, all right? So one leg is going to go behind. We're going to lunge it now, but again, we're going to try and just keep the cushion where it is. So front leg is going to bend a little bit first. So front leg bends first, back leg follows. And you can go as low as you like with this, or for the first couple, just stay a little bit higher if you need to. All right, so front leg leads, back leg follows, and then you can just let the arms lift. So breathing out, super. We'll do 4 more here, and up, good. 3, and think of the front ankle. 2 and 1, good. Come on ahead, back up, change legs. So we're switching the other one back, and we're going to come down. So front leg bends first, back leg follows. Down, good. And think of just sending your torso straight down. So your center of gravity, your center of mass is in between the 2 knees, okay? So we'll do another 4 here. Yeah, breathe out as you go down. Last 2. Super. And 1. Come on ahead, back up to stand. We're going to roll down. Okay, so let's roll down to all 4s. Okie dokes. Now from here, take 1 hand and you're going to thread. So thread 1 hand under in between the other arm and reach. So we're getting a really nice rotational stretch. You can roll your head to look over your shoulder if you like. Come on ahead, back up, switch sides. So slide the hand in between the other one. So you're really reaching that arm across. And with the hand that you have on the mat, just use that to pivot yourselves around into more of a rotation. Switch again, we'll do 2 more. So you're turning your head to look over your shoulder if your neck lets you. Don't force anything with this. but use the hand that's in contact with the mat to see, can you get a little bit more of a turn. Lovely, come on ahead, back up. And now we're going to take a foot, we're in our kneeling, high kneeling shape. So take a foot, again onto your pillow or cushion or whatever, all right? So under the toe knuckles again, so the heel is in really good contact. So what we're going to do here, I'll actually face you just a little bit, we're going to take the knee inwardly. So the knee is going to go slightly inwards. So say in a clock face, if I have my right knee, if I'm working my right knee, it's going inwards to about 10 o'clock in the clock face, okay? So we're traveling the pelvis forwards and we're letting the knee bend as a result of that, and we're letting the ankle, we're decreasing the joint, the angle of the ankle. Not that easy to say. So guide the knee, let the knee come in, and you can take your hand to your pelvis if you want, and just guide it forwards. Yeah, so it's not that the knee is bending, it's more that your pelvis traveling forwards is allowing the knee to bend. All right, and really focus on decreasing the angle of your ankle. And let's do 2 more here. Good. We're going to stay on this last one, so stay exactly where you are. So you're traveled forwards in space. I want you to see, tuck your back toes under, all right? Have the intention to lift your back knee. If it doesn't happen, don't force it. Now, when you're lifting that back knee, don't lift your body up. See, can you just extend your back knee without lifting your body? Yes. Tap the knee down and extend it back again. Don't worry if you have to lift up a little bit. If you want to bring the arms into it, you can reach them forwards if you want. You can have them on your hips. We'll do 2 more. Legs are screaming. Try not to lift your torso if you can. Just think of extending that back leg back. Let's do 1 more. Extend it back without your body lifting up. Super. Let that back knee down. Just reach the 2 arms up and we'll just give ourselves a wee stretch. So you can send your body weight forwards in space. Reach the arms up. Super. Come on ahead down. Give yourselves a little stretch if you want. We'll do the other side. So I'm taking my left foot forwards. So really focus on planting that heel down. So left heel is going to stay down. We're sending the pelvis forwards, but now allowing the knee to come in the way. So with my left leg, I'm aiming the knee in around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. That type of position, all right? So letting the pelvis come all the way forwards. Good. And again, we're focusing on the ankle at the front for now. We'll do 2 more here. So breathe out as you travel forwards. Breathe in as you come back. We're going to hold this last one. So hold it here. Back toes are tucked under. Have the intention to lift the knee. If it wants to lift, brilliant. If it doesn't, don't force it. But try not to lift the torso. Yeah. Lower it down. We'll do 4 in total. Extend the back knee. My right knee will not extend as well as my left, as you can see. We'll do 2 more. Good. And 1. There we go. And lower everything down. Come into a stretch here, so send your hips back. Reach your arms forwards. Okie dokie. Now, where are we here? Okay, so let's come onto your side. Pop your cushion between your knees. Have your 2 knees bent. And I'm going to just come forwards a little bit. If you want to let your hand rest, let your head rest on your bent arm, do that. Reach your arm forwards. We're going to rotate back. I want you to look at that top arm as you're reaching back. Now, with the cushion between your knees, I want you to give the cushion a bit of feedback. So you're really pressing your 2 knees together and you're avoiding the knees lifting. So you're breathing out as you reach back. And if you want to stay, if you're finding that there's a certain part that you find a really nice stretch, stay there. If you find it's too strong, bend your elbow and let your hand just rest on your chest at the front. All right, if you're feeling it too strong into your arm, if you're taking it back behind. Let's just do 1 more here. Super. And from there, keep the cushion exactly where it is. We're going to roll onto your back. So come on ahead to your back. Take your hands behind your head. We're going to curl the torso up in a moment. So hands are behind, breathing in. And as you breathe out, curl your head and shoulders up. And I want you just to press the cushion between your knees. So holding it here and then lower back down. Breathing in, curl up on your out breath. And you're really trying to bring the torso up. Now don't worry if you're not getting too far just yet. We're only starting. So curling your breath out and lower, breathing in. Exhale to lift, 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 and return down. Let's do 2 more here. So curl and lower back down. And final one here, we're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower yourselves back down and roll to the other side now. For I'm just going to switch over. I don't have me back to you. So roll to your other side for your rotations with your shoulder. And again, you might find that one side will go really well in comparison to the other. So just treat each side as an individual side, all right? So rotate back. And as I said, if you need to shorten that lever, if you need to bend your elbow in, please do that. And remember that the 2 knees are pressing on the cushion, so you're not letting your knees lift, especially as you take your arm behind you. All right, so rolling back for another 2 more. Breathing out. And let's do 1 more here. Brilliant stuff. All right, let's return to your backs again. This time you're going to take your cushion behind your head. So last week we were using the towel, wasn't it, last week? So same sort of thing, right? So take it either side. Let your head go really heavy into the cushion. And as you breathe out, we're going to curl. So get that curl up on your breath out. Hold it here and lower back down. Let's do 10. So breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. And curl. Now really see, can you lift up a little bit higher than the last set we did? So see, will that torso come up? So think of bringing your nose up a little bit closer towards your knees. And we're dropping the rib cage down. We'll do 5 more here. And lower down. 4. Breathing out as you lift. And 3. And lower. 2. And return. Let's hold it here. So we're holding it there, holding it there. Now, with the cushion you have holding in your hands, we're going to reach it up, 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 up. So again above the crown of your head that we did at the very start. Take your legs up into your tabletop shape here. Brilliant. So we're going to aim the cushion above your shins. So we're going to really reach it forwards towards your feet. And then we're going to lower everything down. So breathe in and curl on your breath out. So really reaching forwards and then lower everything down. And again, curl. Breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. Exhale as you lift. So really reaching and lower down. And again, lift and lower. We'll do 4 more here. And down. 3. Good. And 2. Super. And 1. Lovely. Lower everything down, head and shoulders lower down. Take one leg and just give that leg a little bit of a stretch. And try and focus on sending your toes towards you. So heel is to the ceiling and toes are towards you. Just to give that entire leg a nice little stretch. We're going to hold it here. And just slowly back off it. And do it again. So we're bringing that leg in. Toes are coming down towards you. Heel is aiming up towards the ceiling. So pulling that leg in. And we'll do 1 more on this leg and we change. And when you're ready, switch legs. So we're lifting the leg up. So bringing that leg as straight as you can, sending your toes towards you. So again, we're decreasing that range in the ankle. So we're guiding the leg in towards you. And if you need to take your hands to the backs of your legs, that's fine. And just relax it for a moment. Take it in again, breathing out. And we'll just back off. And we'll do 1 more here. Super. And back off. All right. So, yes. All right. So, bring your arms up. We're going to roll up. So, if you want to give yourselves a leg up, just pop the cushion behind your back. If you think you're okay, you can leave it to the side for a moment. So, reach your arms back, breathing in, and we're rolling up in your breath out. So, roll up. Reach forward. Now, as you're reaching forwards, again, we're going to try and just aim the toes towards you. So we're really getting a stretch through the backs of the legs. So roll yourselves back down. Reach your arms back. Breathe in. Lift them on your breath out. Curl your chin to your chest. Roll yourselves forwards. Lovely. Getting the entire back portion of the leg stretched. And again, curling up on your breath out. Diving your body forwards. And rolling back with control. We're going to do 1 more here, so breath in And roll on your breath out. Toes are coming towards you, but we're getting that oppositional stretch. And roll yourselves back. Down again. All right. So, yes. Take yourselves into your tabletop shape. Take the cushion into your hands. And we're going to reach your 2 legs long. If they won't go long, just take the cushion to where your legs will go. All right, so if your knees have to be a little bit bent, that's fine, okay? We're aiming for a straight leg, but don't force it. From here, we're going to curl up. So curling your head and your shoulders up. Now, I want you to press one leg into the cushion as you lower the other one down. Now, it doesn't have to, don't lower it down as, don't over lower it. Return it back up. Now we're going to switch. So you're pushing the top leg into the cushion as you lower the other leg. All right, so pressing your leg into it as you lower. Good. And really send the leg long. Super. We'll do another 6 here. So the top leg is really active. You're pushing it into the cushion and reaching the other leg long. But if the legs have to be bent, that is fine. All right? So you can absolutely bend your knees for this. If you're at a stage where your knees have to be bent, just, work on it. Repeat until you find that, okay, my legs can go a wee bit straighter. And I've totally lost count. We're going to do another 2 here. Breathe out as you lower. 1, and lower your torso all the way back down. All right. Now from here, this is where our balancing kind of works in. All right. So we're going to aim to pop the cushion on one foot. So what you're going to really have to do, remember we were stretching the leg a moment ago and we were sending the toes back towards you. You're really going to have to work that ankle, all right, to let the cushion stay. All right. If the foot points at all, the cushion is more likely to fall off, and it'll probably fall off on me now. All right. Now, if you find that that will not work for you, balance it on your shin. All right. So either one is absolutely fine. So just see what's going to work best for you. All right. So you're balancing on your foot or on your shin, and from here we're going to curl the torso up. So the body is going to lift, hands are going to go behind your head, torso is going to lift, and we're going to try and tap the other foot off the cushion and lower it down. So similar to what we were doing, only this time this leg has to stay, the top leg has to stay really steady so that the cushion doesn't fall off, and don't worry if it does fall off. But really focus on sending your toes towards you and reaching the heel up towards the ceiling. So breathe out as you lower, breathe in as you return, and staying lifted in your torso. We'll aim for 5 more, and you take your time with this. 4, if you need to slow things down, do. 3, good. 2, and 1, super. And we lower the torso down and we'll try the other leg, all right? So again, this leg might feel completely alien to the other one. It could be totally different, all right? So you might need to balance it on your shin, possibly. Okay, so we're curling. So hands are going to go behind your head, and we're going to keep that top leg really steady as you reach the bottom leg long. So breathe out as you're lowering that leg down. Breathe in as you lift. Breathe out as you lower. Breathe in on the way back up. And lower and lift. We'll do 5 more. And up. 4. Good. 3. And 2. Yes. And 1. Return it back up. We're going to aim for a double, right? This is probably where everything's just going to go to pot, but we'll give it a go. Okay, so double leg. So both feet, both soles of your feet are on the cushion. And as you lower, so you can keep your head down for this if you want, it's entirely up to you. You can curl up if you want either. But as you lower the leg, you really have to flex your ankles back a little bit more as you're lowering the leg so that the cushion doesn't fall off, all right? So we're lowering and we're lifting. So breathe out as you lower. Breathe in as you lift. So really focus on your feet controlling everything else. So the foot has to, the ankle joint has to dorsiflex. It has to flex. So lower, 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 lower. And lift. We'll aim 3 more. And up. 2. So really send the heels away from you. 1. Good. And lower everything back down. Brilliant stuff. Alrighty, so let's come over to your tummies. So we'll just set the cushion to the side for a moment. Okay, so bring your, well, have your legs about hip distance or so apart. Let your forehead come down. So forehead's resting on your mat. Clasp your hands behind your back. Reach your fingertips down towards your heels, and you'll find your shoulders are going to drop as you do that. On your next breath out, lift your chest. Think of lifting your chest and really reaching your hands forwards. And then we lower back down. So breathe in, breathe out and reach, and lower back down. We'll do 2 more. So really reach and lower. And 1, reach, so send the fingers down towards your heels and lower everything down. Come into a stretch, so send your hips back towards your heels. Come on ahead, back up. Okie dokes. So, returning to your back, we're going to take our lovely cushion onto both shins this time. Okay, so again we're working on balancing through. So we're going to curl and we're going to extend. Now you're going to take your legs away from your body, all right? They do not have to fully extend because that might put a bit of pressure in your back. So just go to where it feels safe for you. If it goes all the way out, brilliant, super. If it does, we're not forcing anything, okay? So we're just gradually taking the legs away, and you can figure out where you need to stop. So if you're finding anything in your lower back, if you're finding any strain and even in your abdominals, that's your limit. You need to bring it in a little bit, okay? So we're curling and we're reaching long. Come on ahead, back in and lower. We'll do 6 more here. So curl, extend, bend in and lower, and curl, extend, bend in and lower, and again curl and extend, return in and lower, and again lift and reach, bend in and lower, and again up, reach long, bend in, lower down. So the next one's going to be different. We're going to curl, now on our next breath, curl up. We're going to take a hold of the cushion into your hands. We're going to extend your arms back. So you're reaching your arms by your ears this time. Now, if you're here and you think, okay, I could bring my legs out long, do that. But don't force it. Then you're going to take the cushion back towards your shins, and we're going to lower all the way back down. So curl up, reach long. The legs don't have to go long. Do the arms first and then just see how you feel. So curl and reach. So go with the arms first and curl up. Breathe out as you reach the arms back. If the legs want to go too, that's fine. If they don't force it. So reach back and lower. And again, up, reach back, curl in and lower. 2 more. And reach and in and lower and up. And reach long, bend in, lower back down. Now take the cushion between your knees this time. So you're pressing it. Fingers are going to interlock behind your head. We're going to curl in your next breath out. So we're going to aim, and if this doesn't work, just take the cushion away, all right? Give it a go, and if it's not working for you, you have my permission to drop the cushion. So we're going to rotate in a moment, right? So I'm going to curl and I'm going to turn towards my right side. I'm going to hold on with my left elbow and my right knee, okay? Then we're going to come back to center, switch, come back in. So elbow and opposite knee are holding onto the cushion. And we're going to extend, try and reach the leg long, and you're breathing out as you do this. So let's aim for another 8 together, and then we're switching. Good. Let's do 6 more, And really think of sending that leg long. We'll do 4 and 3. Take your time with this. 2 and 1. Super. Keep the cushion between your knees. Lower your feet all the way down. Arms are going to go by your sides. On your next breath out, we're going to pick the hips up. So lifting the hips, pressing your knees together, and then we lower back down. So breathing in. Lift the hips, lift the pelvis up, pushing your knees together, and return if they want to press together, all right? Listen to your body. So you're pushing your hands down. We'll aim for 3 more here. And lower. 2. And return. And 1. And lower everything back down. Take your knees in towards your chest. Okie doke. So now we're going to move on to your side. All right, so just set the cushion to the side for a moment. Okay, so we're going to work on a little bit of hip extension on your side first, and then we're going to work on that face down. Okay, so let's just come onto your sides. Have your 2 knees bent, okay? And what I'd like you to do is lift. So you're going to lift your top leg off your bottom. And I want you to try not to change anything else with your knee or with your ankle. So both legs are in line with each other. And I want you to think of using your waist to pick that leg up. All right, so we're going to hold it here. Take your hand to your waist, and I want you to feel, so we're not moving your torso. I want you to think of just isolating the hip joint as you take your knee behind you. As soon as you feel your back coming into it or your torso coming into it, you've gone too far with that leg. Now come forwards with the knee. So we're coming forwards and we're extending back, and we're really looking for that extension in your hip joint without the pelvis moving. The pelvis is going to move a little bit, but definitely not your lower back. We really don't want the lower back to come into this at all. So coming forwards and then extending that leg back, reaching the leg back. So we're coming forwards again and extending the leg back. So think of the knee coming behind your pelvis. Super. And again, we're breathing out as you take the leg back. So we're really stabilizing through the torso and through the abdominals here. Let's do 2 more here. And reach back. Super, we'll do 1 more. Excellent. Come on, head back down. Return the leg back down. Now we're going to just check our balance with this, right? So take the cushion to your leg. All right. And we're going to repeat that. You might need to go a wee bit slower. Okay. And what we're really trying to do is make sure, obviously, that the cushion doesn't fall off. Okay. And we're really stabilizing through the abdominals as we do this. So this is going to really check in, were you cheating the last time? Were you kind of lifting the foot maybe a wee bit higher than your knee? Or was there anything else going on? All right. So we're breathing out as you take the leg back. Breathe in as you bring the leg forwards. So we'll aim for another 5. And really see if you can reach the leg back without your lower back kicking in. We'll do 3 more here. Good. And 2. And 1. And then return. Give your leg back to yourselves. Now, bring your legs long. Pop the cushion between your ankles this time. Okay, so between your ankles. Alrighty. So, let's go for a double leg lift, but again we're thinking of using the waist. Now make sure your feet are in line with your shoulders for this. Don't have your feet too far in front. So check in that your feet are in line with your shoulders as you lift the 2 legs long and lower back down. So breathing out as you lift, and we're using the waist to lift those legs. So breathe out as you lift, hold for a moment, and then lower back down. And lift, hold it. And lower back down. We'll aim for 3 more here. And down. 2. Breathe out as you lift. This last one is different. We're going to see, can you hold your bottom leg exactly where it is as you lift the top leg? So we're going to lift the top leg, balance in the cushion, and lower just the top leg. And lift the top leg, and lower the top leg. Let's do 4 more. And down. 3. And lower. 2. Keep that bottom leg really steady. 1. Good. and lower yourselves back down. Now, lower the 2 legs down, but keep the cushion exactly where it is, just for ease, right? We're going to come onto your tummies. So this time we're going to come back into where we were previously, where we're interlocking the hands behind your back. We're going to send the hands down towards the feet, but this time we're going to press the 2 ankles together and just see where the legs lift off a little bit, all right? But we're not jamming into your lower back. So make sure that when you lift that you're breathing out. So breathe out as you lift, and by all means, if this is too strong, just don't use the cushion. You can keep your feet down, all right? So reach, breathing out, and lower back down. Let's aim for 3 more. So really send the fingers down towards the feet. 2, and lower back down. And 1, hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower everything back down. Roll to your other side for your hip extensions. So we're using the first one without the cushion. All right, so bending your bottom, your 2 legs, should I say. So hip and knee are in line, we're lifting the top leg off. And we're extending the leg back. Good, and then we're bending it in. So reaching the leg back behind, but not using your lower back. Super, so breathe out as you reach back. Breathe in as you come forwards. Super. And keep that knee bent. So the knee stays bent the whole time. We'll do 3 here. And 2. If you need to pause and just check what I'm doing, do that. And 1. And return. Alrighty, now lower your leg down for a moment. Pop your cushion onto that top leg. Now we're aiming the same movement again, but we're taking the leg behind without your lower back. And we're going to bend the knee back in, extend the leg back, and bend the leg back in. Just everybody check that you're muted just for the recording, if that's okay. So bend in and extend back. We'll do 3 more here. Good.
Will you bring it, you know the cushion in our bed upstairs?
And 1. Extend back. Bend in. Now we'll get rid of the cushion. No, we're not getting rid of it. My apologies. Pop it between your 2 legs. Cushion between your 2 knees. 2 knees, 2 ankles. My apologies. Alright, just everybody check that you're muted, please, if that's okay. So, we're going to check that the shoulder is in line with the feet, alright? And we're aiming the 2 legs. So squeeze, we're pressing your ankles together as you lift. So we're really lifting the legs off and lower. So breathe out as you lift. Breathe in as you lower. So lift as you breathe out. Hold it for a moment. And lower, and again, lift and hold it, and lower, and lift, hold, and lower, 2 more, hold it up, good, this one's different, lift, keep it lifted, lift the top foot off the bottom, good, and return it, and lift, and lower, good, and again, lift, keep that bottom leg really steady, control the top leg, good, so you can't cheat with this, you can't use momentum, you have to use every muscle in your body, good, 2 more, breathe out, use that breath to stabilize, and 1, good, come on ahead, back to your tummy again, and we're squeezing, pressing the ankles together. Let's just do 3 like this. So reach the hands down, and we're going to see will both legs want to lift this time if they weren't previously. And lower back down. So breathe in and lift as you breathe out, and lower back down. And reach long. So sending everything really long. Good. And return back down. So press into all 4s. Brilliant. You can take the cushion away for a moment. Send the hips back. Now we're going to kind of work on a single hip extension. You can set the cushion to the side for a moment. So come on ahead back down to your tummy, and I'll just do a little demo first of all. So what you'll do is you'll have one leg long on your mat and you're going to bend the other knee in as far as it'll go, right? So don't force anything, as always. Then what we're going to do is we're going to try and lift. We're going to see, can we lift your thigh off your mat, okay? So we're really using that extension of your hip, all right? So let's bend the leg in wherever it wants to go and think of sending your foot up towards the ceiling, but without changing the position of your pelvis. So try and make sure that the pelvis doesn't roll. Keep the two bones of the pelvis really even and really steady on your mat. Lower back down and repeat. So bend in, lift. So see, will that thigh lift off your mat? Return your thigh down and extend your leg long again. So bend the knee in. See, will you lift the foot off? If it doesn't want to go, don't force it. Lower the thigh back down and extend your leg long again. This one's going to be different. So bend the leg in, lift your thigh. You can by all means lower your thigh down now if you want, but see, keep the thigh lifted and see, can you reach your leg long? With your thigh lifted, bend your knee back in and lower back down. So lift your thigh, keeping the thigh lifted this time, reach your leg long and make sure the two bones of the pelvis are really even. Bend your knee back in and lower. Let's do one more before we switch sides. So lift, extending the hip, reaching the leg really long back as far as you can get it. Bend your knee back in and lower everything back down. Let's switch sides. So the knee is going to come in, the knee is going to bend, foot's going to come in. Lift the leg. So lifting your thigh, let's lower your thigh all the way down and then just straighten your leg back out again. So bend your knee in and lift off and lower your thigh and extend the leg again. So bend in and lift your thigh. Return your thigh back to your mat and just straighten the leg. One more. So bend in and lift. See, will this leg stay lifted now as you reach that leg long? So think of lifting the foot up as high as you can with the long leg. Now bend your knee back in and return your thigh down. You can bring the leg long if you want. Bend the knee in. Now lift your thigh off. Extend, really reach your leg long. So thigh is lifted off the mat. Bend your knee back in. Lower your thigh back down. Two more. So think of sending the foot up to the ceiling. As you do that, your thigh will lift off the mat. Reach your leg long as far as you can away from your head. Bend your knee back in and lower back down. One more. So lift, lift, lift with the foot. Extend your leg really, really, really long. Bend the knee back in and lower everything back down. Come on ahead, back up, and we'll sit your hips back. Okie dokie. Okay. So, if you have two pillows, I want you to grab them now. If you don't worry, okay? You can get them in the recording. All right. So, with your pillows, you're going to come to sit to the front. Bear with me. Okay, so have your pillows stacked, one on top of the other, all right? You're going to have your knees bent in. Now, have the pillows just kind of at your lower back. So what I'd like you to do, if it works for you, is to roll your body back over the pillows. So we're coming into extension here, all right? So you're going to find your chest is going to open out. And this might be too strong. If it is, take one pillow away. So elbows are opened, and just enjoy that stretch. Feel free if you want to bring your arms long, you might get a nice little stretch out of it. But you shouldn't feel anything negative going on in your back. If you do, take one or both pillows out. So from here, on your next breath out, we're going to come into a curl up. So breathe out, curl up, and keep coming up, and I want you to try and bring your whole body off the pillows, if they can. And now we're going to just lower back down until you're just touching the pillows. Hold it, don't go back any further, stay there, and come forwards again. So we're kind of pulsing through, good. So we're just barely tipping the pillows. So curl, breathe out, super. And curl up, breathe out. So little tiny pulses, But you always have those pillows there for support if you need a breather, if you need a break. We'll do 3, so breathe. And 2. Good. 1. Lie all the way back. Enjoy that stretch. Next up, we're going to turn, all right? So we're going to curl. I'll just do one before we let you stretch. So curl, and then we're going to take it into a turn. So you're really trying to lift your body off those pillows, okay? Come back to your center, turn the other way. Come back to your center. Now just lower down a tiny bit, not the full way back, not the full way back, not the full way back. Good. Curl up, so lift up a little bit more, and then turn one way, center, turn the other way, and just lower just an inch or two back, just an inch or two back. We want to keep these really strong. And curl forwards again, and breathe out as you turn, and center, and turn, and center, and just a tiny bit back. And again, lift. Breathe out as you turn, and center, and turn, and center. Just a tiny bit to lower down. We'll do 2 more. So lift, and breathe out as you turn. Breathe into the center. Breathe out, and just a tiny bit down. Curl up. Last one. And turn. Good. And turn. Center. Bring yourselves all the way back. You can reach your arms long if you want. You by all means reach your legs long just to get a really, really nice stretch through those abdominals. And from here, let's just circle the arms around. And we'll now just use those pillows just to give us a leg up. Just to come into a forward stretch here. Roll yourselves back over the pillows. Again, this is a stretchy feeling more than anything else. So extending through your back and just getting that nice stretch. So circle the arms around and just roll yourselves up, but kind of without using too much muscles for these. Bring yourselves into a forward sort of a bend, bending yourselves forwards. Enjoy the stretch. Let's do one more. So roll back, reach your arms back. You can stay here for as long as you like. I'm going to keep moving though, but if you're doing this yourselves, stay there for as long as you like. Okay, excellent. Now, face forwards, keep the pillows where they are. And if you want to maybe bolster them up, if you want to take them up into like a higher position, do that. We're going to side bend over, all right? So we're in a staggered position. So we'll start with the 2 knees bent, and then we'll take one leg behind the other so we're nicely supported, all right? So take your hand that's furthest away. We're going to just lie over. And again, we're just looking for that nice side bending stretch with this. We'll just hold it here for a breath or 2 or wherever you want to be with that. When you're ready, we'll come on ahead up, and you can just slide your arm back up. We'll do 2 more, and then we'll come into a rotation with this. So let the pillows get some support from the pillows. And we're trying to bring the top arm in line with the ear. And come on ahead back up, sliding up. And we'll come down again, so lower down. So this time, if it works for you, with your top arm, we're going to rotate it back. So we're going to roll back. Yes, just like we did at the beginning of the class where we were kind of bringing the arm, reaching the arm back. Just bringing a little bit of rotation. Don't feel you have to go all the way around if you don't want to. And when you're ready, we'll come back up. Excellent. And we'll just switch sides. So we'll stack the pillows. Okay. All right, so let's slide and get that really good. So we're lifting the ribs up, so we're getting that really good stretch through the ribs. You can stay here for a couple of breaths. And when you're breathing in, really try and fill those top ribs, really try and expand them. Come on ahead, back up when you're ready, or if you want to stay down, do. So breathing in and sliding out, really getting that top arm to really reach that top arm. And come on ahead, back up. Good. And we'll come down again. So lower down. We'll stay here for a breath or 2. If you want to take it into a rotation, go ahead and do that. If you don't, that's absolutely fine. So rolling back, breathing out. Super stuff. And when you're ready, come on ahead, back up. Deadly. set the pillows and the cushions and everything to the side. All right, let's just bring your legs long, or you can have them bent. Whatever works, whatever works. All right, so reach your arms forwards. Let your chin just come down in the direction of your chest, towards your chest, but I want you to think of reaching the arms forward. So we're almost trying to flatten your lower back. Now, if you find that you want to get a little bit more out of it, okay, just bring the legs a little bit longer, but think of reaching the fingers forwards, arms and ears in line. Now I want you to pull your toes back towards you. Come on ahead, back up to a really lengthened spine. So we're thinking of really lifting your chest. We'll do two more. So chin comes down, send your fingertips forward, but at the same time you're sending your toes backwards towards you. And we're thinking of flattening your spine. Try and not have it too roundy. It's going to round a wee bit. If you're a human being, it's going to round a little bit. Come on ahead, back up tall. Look for that extension in your back. Look for the chest to kind of shine out. Let's do one more. So chin tucks in, send your fingers forwards, toes towards you. Come on ahead, back up and look for that extension again. Find that extension. Now let's turn. So one hand onto your leg, onto your shin. Use the hand in contact with your shin to pivot yourselves round. So we're breathing. And when you're ready, we'll change sides. So lift and turn. Now we'll do one more each way. So lift. Find the lift in your torso and then turn. Deadly. And one more lift. Turn into it. And come back home. And you're done. Super stuff, everybody.